Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jade Empire Special Edition. I'm your host, BringItDon. We're going to try and knock out the arena today, if we can.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do.
Okay, let's start my next fight.
Your next fight? I'd love to, but I'm still... Besides, didn't you have some mysterious lady in black looking...
Okay, so I can't continue this too. A little disappointing. I wanted to finish this. Oh well. I will be back. Most assuredly. Alright, let's go and find, if we can, that the guy, the actor, I don't remember his name. Actually, I should probably go talk to our companions. Let's first let's look at the map, and from there we'll decide. All right, base camp to the Golden Way. I think he was over that way. Is what the guy said. Like, past the Golden Way, the Scholar's Garden. So let's head that way and see if we can find him. But we'll have to go meet her eventually. I don't know where I'm supposed to... We're supposed to meet her at. So hopefully I don't accidentally run into her and it progresses the plot. Well, I mean, I guess it won't matter.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area.
My business is where I make it.
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
And when did all this start?
Things have been bad over the past few, say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all.
Alright.
If you're still going in there, just watch your back.
Okay, so that's where one of our targets is. The arsonist. But I want to find the not scholarly scholar first.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
Yeah.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
I do. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but it doesn't explain why you're begging.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Did you ever consider getting a job?
But I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me.
But there's no shame in begging.
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
What a load of refuse.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
So you're begging in order to pay for drunken debauchery, all in service of becoming truly wise.
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes.
Yeah, that... No, I don't want to encourage this behavior, so yeah.
If you feel more generous later, I will be here.
Yeah, I don't want to encourage that behavior. You might get something from it. It's... I hope that was his stash of 29 silver. I just jacked it from him. You beg this. I smash your jar.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth.
Okay.
You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Oh,
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
yeah, what are you doing?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
Yeah.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
Okay.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect.
Okay.
Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Okay. Explain yourself.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant, taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Yeah, why is he so different?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe. But that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Okay. Yeah, perhaps
That's
I could...
what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Okay.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the scholar's garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Don't worry about that. Actually, we should go talk to our companions, because there's a... not so much a secret. Excuse me. But if you don't take the time to talk to your companions, you'll miss out on something pretty neat. So we might head back there. Music and the arts. His primal urge. Seems it's a little conceited. So really, I mean, any sort of music can hold you know, a form of beauty, except for the expressionist music in the 50s. I think there's music in the 50s that was just what? I can't get to the hostel.
Good day, citizen. It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major...
Okay.
All those nobles with fat purses and thin intellects. I swear, heaven must look like this.
Oh yeah, this has to do with the play. There is a side quest later on that we'll participate in. It might be associated with the guy that we're looking for. I'm not 100% on that though. So don't quote me. Or do, it doesn't matter. No one will believe you. I'll deny it. Oh crap, no!
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence.
Well, thank you.
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you believe.
Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Okay, yeah, what do I need to do?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
Yeah, what if we just identified it?
My father may have approved the factory without considering what it could be used for. If we just tell him my suspicions, he will dismiss them. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
Yeah, it would be
Have any
spotted.
Lotus Assassins who saw your face live to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
Yeah, how do I do
There are
it?
guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or, if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
Okay.
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
I'll probably do the Imperial Arena route, but we'll see.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dong Gao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dong Gao is closer to the Assassins than he should be.
And my Dong Gao is probably... Oops.
I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
Yeah, Sky can go
A
wait.
wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Alright, and I don't know... Yeah, what I was saying, with the name like Dong Gao, he's probably a lot closer to a lot of people than he should be. What does she do? Does she have a support? You deal extra damage with martial styles. Not bad. Alright, well. We almost have all of our companions now. We're doing pretty well. Book stand. The physical universe, a rebuttal. Okay. Very well. Don't dishonor your deities.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City. Legendary strike.
I mean, I didn't insult you. Oh, caught on fire. Yeah? So you think you were gonna win this fight? Look at me, dude. I'm all tatted up. Why don't you go get some ink before you mess with me? Jeez Louise. Oh, come on. I should be able to break that. Or not. Alright. Fine. Only because I don't want to. Configuration of the snake. I'm still not sure what these are for. I thought they were for the flyer. Hey, it's Dongao. A philosopher.
Do not be fooled by those who would tell you that study
How big is this area? Oh, it's not that bad.
is the key to true enlightenment.
It just loops back around. Hey, the scholar's hypothesis. Okay, so just a couple of scholars arguing about the significance or importance of celestial beings, so.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture.
Yeah, Inquisitor Recruiter.
What? Huh, that's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there.
Okay.
He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Alright, and
Your
Dongao
course
is
is
gone.
set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
She doesn't act very princess-like. Who am I to judge? I mean, I haven't actually met a princess before, so maybe I'm wrong. The Philosopher's Viewpoint. Okay. Zen Yu.
Hello there, traveler. Forgive my forwardness, but I noticed your arrival earlier while I was at the tavern. That flying machine of yours is truly a marvel. I actually have a design for a new prototype flyer, and I hope to get funding to build it one day. The other scholars aren't interested in my inventions, though. Me? You want to ask me something?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I'm Scholar Zenyu. I'm one of the newer scholar elites. I was actually born in the poor quarter, but my uncle brought me here when I was only 10. He knew I would never have a chance at a real life unless I had some proper schooling. I've lived here with him ever since.
Okay, that's all I care about. All right.
Koni uk noia kup sa ia sisia su ukot.
Can I ask a few questions?
Pakeni wa kawane ya. Awuth utkua wo kokopia kawa ya elwo.
Like, as a scholar, you'd want to be bothered for questions. Isn't your job to search for knowledge and then distribute it? What is it you do here?
Wasafno sositu no ko ota napia ifaria ok. Wo kupketita sumpono? Sathwa kawa ia ifiak?
Yeah, what do you know about the Emperor?
Koni uk noia kup sa ia sisia su ukot. O ifo ia uk sonkop no ko isansia. Niwupa ia kupu sa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shathia uko. awuth utkur wo kokopia kawa ya elwo.
Especially people like me. Alright.
Yo, we are sons.
Look at this little puppy. I'm gonna go and level up while I'm thinking about it. Just knock it out real quick. Boop. Boop. You know what? I'm gonna put a point in health. Don't tell anybody though. Boom. Flawless is maxed out. Can I do anything legendary strike? Nope. Spirit Thief on the other hand. Speed increase.
Greetings, and welcome to the Scholar's Garden. I am Philosopher Xiao, one of the many masters you will see here during your visit. I see by your accoutrements that you are not from the Imperial City. I hope your visit here is one of fulfillment and success.
I think if you knew what I was here for, you wouldn't be saying
As Sagacious Tien once said, more valuable than silk are new friends in a foreign land. If you need anything, I will be glad to assist you.
Oh, thank you.
As Sagacious Tien once said, kind words and respectable attire are seldom a sign of true character. Only deeds reveal the intent of the soul. I am glad to help you in any way I can.
Yeah, tell me about the ways of Sagacious Tien.
I am honored that you would ask me, though I must warn you. The teachings take a lifetime to learn and cannot be taught in a day. Perhaps I could explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I could recite the history of Tien if you like.
Yeah, core principles.
The teachings of Sagacious Tien are very simple, but the implications are astoundingly complex. At the heart of the teachings are the concepts of harmony and discord. Also referred to as the way of the open palm and the way of the fist, one cannot exist without the other, but neither can they coexist in one person. Harmony with the world comes from understanding your place in the world. An ant that believes it is a tiger will never achieve harmony. In other words, accepting your place in the world and using your skills accordingly is the optimal way of following the path of harmony. Discord is the other side of the coin. People who choose the path of discord seek their own advancement over everything else. These people will ignore the world and use whatever means necessary to raise themselves above their station. Sagacious Tien taught both harmony and discord to his students, for one cannot be fully known without the other. However, he himself followed the way of harmony. Sagacious Tien was the first emperor of the Jade Empire. He was a philosopher and a leader without compare, unifying the warring factions of his time. His teachings founded this great empire, though there was very little written about Tien himself. We do know that he brought peace to the people of the empire, and since that time, his teachings have guided hundreds of generations of followers.
Okay, that's okay. It's a lot of talking going on in this episode, but my throat is sore, so it's fair. What?
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
Yeah, no, I want ancient people, Outlander.
What's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. You have the keen eyes of an educated man. Know the ins and outs of philosophical debate, do you? Well, what about your twos and fours? What of them? The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
Yeah.
Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments.
Okay.
I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise? I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner.
I'll humiliate here and in combat later.
It's more likely I'll teach the rest by making an example of you. Here, these 5 standing about will be our judges. They look like a varied lot. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
Do I actually have to talk to these people?
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered. To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all. I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best...
Okay. So, Heng and Zhuo, so 2 of the 5.
I greet you. My name is... I am always impartial, but some of my fellows are easy to goad into decision. The minister is particularly fond of confrontational arguments. Respond in a rage and you are sure to engage him. Some arguments may...
Okay, so...
Ah, so you are the one who'll... Are you implying that I am predisposed to be weak and certain? Scholars Zhao and Kai are easy to predict. Dismissing a weak argument gets their attention immediately and will spur them one way or another.
Oh, this is exciting. I haven't given it much thought. Actually, you can sway scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to... He is coarser than the thinkers I am used. He seems bent on disrupt...
Okay.
Greetings to you. I am Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as... I'm sure I find their appreciation of such fawning.
Oh, wait.
I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas.
Alright. I should be keeping better track of this, but meh.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules. I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about who... It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why the judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After
Okay.
By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
All right. I'll probably save that one for last. Yeah, let's start with factual.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here. Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Pah! Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say.
Alright,
Well, you are clearly... I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between a proper...
Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Let's, if I do factual, those 3 will go down. I think dismissive.
Well, you are clearly in the minority,
Nope.
but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. This will be the final topic. If you don't have a majority
I think if I get
at the end of this
sympathetic,
round,
I'll
you
get
will have
2
to
and
admit
lose 1, so I have
a
3.
simple criticism. Your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth? Bathing is bad for the humors as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile?
I think if I go sympathetic, I'll get 2, and I'll lose 1.
Well, it would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of. What? Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it. Staff.
How can I go towards him? There we go. Yeah, it's a joke when you get close to him. It's pretty neat when you finish this quest. Yeah.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honour I cannot deny.
Yeah, it was not your
Well,
day.
there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
Hey, weapon.
Mirabelle is yours. Treat her well. She's a finicky lady. Right, first of all, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
And there we go. Quest complete. And I'll show off Mirabelle when I get the chance. It is the most powerful weapon technique, but the slowest as well. Its utility is limited. So let's talk to him because he wants us to
A
get rid of it.
well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it.
Yeah, certainly I deserve more than this.
I control a very limited treasury. To give any more...
Okay. Let's intuition.
A very good point. Here, take this. I should know not to barter with a master debater.
Yeah, master debater. Yeah, see, he gets it.
Do you disagree? I've never seen such a cunning linguist. It is money well spent. Compensation because my own diction came up short.
Yeah, he gets it. I appreciate you, Servant G. Scholar Goo, he was there for that. Tong Wei.
Akir sonwi ni fayit wo wir waka wir uison. Ike kir. Nik kup kitro sa irustak kitno. Sunur no kubu.
I want to kind of speed through this. It's not important to the story, and we've been doing a lot of talking the past couple episodes, so you can always pause and read it. Yeah, tell me about the valley.
Sunur no kubu if wir krans niwu no year.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Alright. Is this the guy?
I hope you're not here to pester me.
Yeah.
All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems.
Yeah, you're the guy I'm looking for.
Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed. Well, there's the new system, of course, but everyone knows that. Then we have the old system, which, as you may surmise, is no longer in use.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
a brief summary of my latest work.
Sounds like my short answers on most of my tests in school. Yeah, how the system's changed.
Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see. An unwillingness to share all the information I have. Well, there's the...
Okay. Yeah, you made that one up.
Celestial integration means just that. It's integrated, celestially. Thus, the relationship between the heavens and earth is one of integration and
celestial. It's a very advanced field of research. It would take several lifetimes to understand it properly, which is why my position as a scholar is so irrefutable.
You're creative Yukong, aren't you?
Of course not. I'm... Ah, dread. This isn't working at all. How did you know?
Let's call it a hunch.
You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for
I was
me,
here to hunch
and I
you
figured
down.
It would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good.
No, I'm pretty quick, man.
I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair. And if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath.
Yeah, do you have proof?
You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man.
Yeah, I'll help you instead of collecting your bounty. Well, can I collect this bounty and do that?
We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now?
Yeah, let's do it.
The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away. But you have to help me by distracting him. Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
Did he give me money? It looked like he gave me money. Which is all well and good.
Citizen, I hear there is progress in the search for creative Yukong. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news.
He left the city.
How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver jog your memory? What do you...
Should I? It's money. Yeah.
What? That mercenary? Let me have a look.
Ha! That will teach me to trust one of the Empire's hounds.
Here's the expanded bounty. In light of his successful capture, I'll... Is there anything else that the...
No.
I know little more...
Alright. Wonder how much I gained. I got a bunch of... I made the most money that way. And that's what it's all about in the end. I am an entrepreneur after all.
His own master died at his hands, and he had fellow students kidnapped.
I'm gonna run back to the entrance to the Scholar's Garden, and then we'll probably call it quits for today. I've already run a little over what I had intended. Especially my throat's a little rough around the edges, so we'll
If only I could find a way to put things right.
hold on. See about this guy. Take quest. Alright, well you know what? Next time we'll talk to this guy, and then we'll go to the Scholar's Garden. Thanks for watching. I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Hopefully there'll be less talking and more action. It is an action adventure game, so we'll see. Again, thanks for watching.